Hello everyone, welcome back to today's new tutorial and in the coding adventure. So today we are diving into the powerful world of ES6 classes in JavaScript React. Okay, so specifically is focusing on how they work in the context of React. Okay, so let's get started. So here in this the React.js for ES6 is also known as the ECMA scripting language, which is based on specification and standardization by ECMA internationally. Okay, so here in this for the ES6 is created a standardized JavaScript language to bring the multiple implementation. Okay, so it's introduced for several new features such as new loop for iterating over array. Okay, so basically in this ES6 is the ECMA script programming language. Okay, so it's used to create the standards for JavaScript language such that it can bring the multiple independent implementations. Okay, so and how to use for ES6. So ES6 is usually supported in a lot of places but has the problem of the Internet Explorer. So while you just start writing with the ES6 style and you can't be certain of everyone browser will have the same way. Okay, so it must be installed for the Node.js. Okay, so here first I am discuss and create for the classes. Okay, for ES6. So a class is a type of function, but instead of using the keyword function to initiate it. Okay, so now use the keyword to initiate and the properties are assigned inside a constructor method. Okay, so here first I am use the class. Okay, and then next time create for the my class. Okay, so here and now I am create for is the parenthesis. Okay, so here I am just use the constructor and create the parenthesis and next on the curly braces. So here I am just print for the constructor method. Okay, so first of all I am create the console.log method is the JavaScript version. So now I am double quotation inside create for is the hello I am constructor. Okay, so now create it and in this function I'm just create for is the new my class. Okay, here inserted and now in this function I am print now. First I am in this save and just going for the terminal. Okay, so here I am open for the new terminal and must be opening for in this process output show for the Node.js it must be installed for in this PC. Okay, so first I am write the node and here I am just write for in this the file name is main.js. Okay, main.js. Okay, so here completed and now I am just going for is the enter. Okay, so this is the output I printed for is the hello I am constructor. Okay, so basically in this the classes for ESC is the constructor. Okay, so next step I am create for is the ESC create classes bring a more structured and familiar syntax to JavaScript. So let's create a simple class and see how it's lay the foundation for our React component. Okay, so first I created for the is the constructor and now I'm create the ESC classes constructor. Okay, so here is first I am create the class. Okay, and next one I am create for the animal. Okay, and in this function create complete, now I am create the parenthesis. Okay, so here I am first create is the constructor, and then here I am create for the name. Okay, and now in this session I am just create the curly braces, and here inside I am use the this function dot name and is equal print for the name. Okay, so the parameter and next one I am create for the speak function. Okay, speak method and then create the curly braces, and here I'm just print function show for then create the console dot log, and then I'm first create the parenthesis, and parenthesis inside first I am inside from the dollar sign, and here I use the index. So first time create is the this dot name. Okay, and now I am just make a sound. Okay, here created, and in this next line I am just created for is the constructor is the another class. Okay, so first of all I am create is the const. Okay, and now I am create for is the another class name is the cat equal new extend the animal. Okay, and here I'm just create for the sound is a fluffy. Okay, it's fluffy, and then I am create for the output function. So here I'm just create the cat dot create the speak method. Okay, so now complete in this code. Okay, so in this session I am create for the ESC classes for the React and use for the is JavaScript syntax and create for the React components. Okay, so now save this code, and now I'm going for the terminal. Okay, so here the new terminal, and just I'm create for this. Okay, so first of all I am create the node, and then file name for is the main dot js. Okay, so here completed, and now I'm press for the enter. Okay, so this is the output of printed, is the output for the Floppy make a sound. Okay, so this is the output for in this the ESC classes method. Okay, so here in this tutorial I am just created the constructor, and next time create for is the ESC class constructor for React component. Okay, so in this session for JavaScript with a focus, the modern JavaScript with a focus on their applications in the React. Okay, so if you enjoyed in this tutorial, okay, so thank you for watching and happy coding.